DSG just got eliminated from North America Challenger League, and that got me thinking, what happened to Yay? A player that was putting up these numbers on the biggest stage in Valorant is now in tier 2 scene and putting up these stats. Yay was regarded as one of, if not the best Valorant player in the world. How can the best player in the world struggle against the tier 2 scene in Valorant? After seeing this tweet from Yay, I wanted to see if we have to blame Yay or his teammate to why El Diablo is underperforming. So we will break down 2 Ascent games on where Yay played for Optic vs Loud, and the second game will be Disguise vs Or, to see how both teams play with Yay and why one have succeeded and the other have not. Agent map pool is the same in both games, with Yay as the sole duelist and then an agent pick to support the duelist, with KO for flashes, Sova for information, so if Disguise wants to play the same agents as Optic did, why couldn't Yay perform? Disguise starts with a heavy A-take, with a smoke tree to block out any players in garden so you only have to fight the door players, and then Yay dashing in to take control fast and effective. This smoke is used to avoid any gunfights from tree, so Disguise can only focus door. Problem is that you are going into the site after forcing 3 players to move up to heaven, and this can create a harder site fight for the entry. At the same time, Omen and Sova are coming from A main to help with the A-take. So to not complicate it, it's a split. Yay runs up to site fast, a little too fast. Look at his teammates, no one can trade him, since the A main players are way too late to get onto site and the short players have not moved out yet. Yay's goal was to get this kill to secure the round, but failed, and here put his team in a losing 4v5. Or on the other hand is already 2 players heaven and 1 under heaven. Jett gets a crucial kill, making it a 5v3 favoring Or, since the A-take is easier than a B retake. Exalt with a great kill, and this allows them to plant, but with no utility left for Disguise, they will have a tough time defending site. Look how Or is retaking, with all 4 players from heaven. This is possible since Disguise have no abilities left, so they have to take the gunfights, and when 4 players are all coming from heaven, these gunfights gets very hard, and Or takes the first round. Optic have the same setup for pistol round, but have switched Sova and Killjoy's position. Here again, Yay is the first to take contact in tree. But Optic does not smoke tree this time, instead allows Yay to ego peek the tree player to win the fight. Here Saki gets a crucial one tap and Yay is down. So how do Optic play it then? Look at how they peek tree. 2 very crucial swings and crashes picks up both players on short. I want to compare this to Disguise, who took all the control short just to sit and wait for the smokes to fade. Here they can learn from Optic, who would save utility instead of taking the gunfights. After they get kills, the tree smoke is put down after some fighting on site. I want to focus on Marv, who walks behind the enemy line and gets 2 kills and secures the round. What we can see is that Optic was not relying on Yay's entry that round, more on just taking the fights to allow Marv to get behind. Disguise is not allowing a flank since they are not getting any opening kills or forcing out any rotations with their utility. It's a first buy run for Disguise and we are seeing full utility for all players in armor. Or on the other hand is saving and have opted to keep the buy from last round. Disguise set up with 2 players lurking towards mid and the rest on A, since both of these agents can have lineups and abilities to help the B players if needed, while Or have went for a Killjoy using abilities to hold short and Viper for early information. Disguise are going 3 players in B main to take it from Or. Something to look here is that Yay double checks the main corner, even though KO knifed it clear. This shows a lack of trust and comms for the team. Or have a great Viper setup to stop Disguise just long enough from taking B site. The execute is on as soon as Sova and Omen gets to the rest of the team. And here Yay is the first out with a smoke and a dash into it. Here a player have snuck into long. Disguise was too soon to use a Killjoy mine to clear the corner and Yay gets punished. And look how they walk out. They freeze when Yay dies, and then when they take it, no one is holding the defender smoke. And Jett can freely walk out of it and kill KO without any trades right away. This shows us how unorganized the team is when walking out and a massive lack in communication. Or on the other hand was perfectly positioned for this execute, since Omen got all the A main information to make sure it was cleared, and a B stack would be the best option for Orden. Optic, on the other hand, when going for B, are splitting with Yay and KO going mid, and Sova lurks top mid for the rotations. And here I want to show you guys how much room Yay gets when entering out of market, than just sitting in his smoke as he did for Disguise. Yay gets to clear every single angle before going for a play, and when the execute happens, it's KO to be the first out, since he have a greater utility to peek with a flash and nade to isolate fight. And Yay does Yay things, and side is taken. Look how much more effective this round is, when you allow Yay to gather some information before he jumps out. Optic still lost the round, but Yay had by far more impact. This round came all down to map control. This is the map control for both teams before they decided to execute. And you can see who has the most and had the better side take and chance of winning the round. Or goes for an aggressive B main take with a one-way smoke and a Killjoy mine under it to stop anyone from peeking, so Omen can take main control. Disguise on the other hand have split up the team with 3 players B and 2 on A, leaving mid untouched for now. Or for the other part have opted to have Jett deep mid to hold with the operator for any mid aggression and allowing Jett for a fast rotation to either side. Ye goes for a updraft to see if anyone is short. And when it's cleared, Disguise changed the plan and is going mid. You can see Sova uses the drone to clear mid, allowing Ye to peek mid. But with a well-timed Viper wall from Or, Ye is the only player able to have visions toward market and mid. This makes him taking a fight even more risky, since no one can trade him, so Disguise decides to go for a short take. When walking 3 from short, KO flashes to force the AWP to dodge it, and allows the team to walk into 3. But here Killjoy does not expect a swing from Jett and Killjoy dies. Look at the map. The flash did nothing long term. Since Jett still gets the kill, I would dare to say that a flash was wasted, and Omen should have flashed instead, since he have a greater lineup from main to do so, and the rest of this guys could peek off it and not get blinded. And the rest of the team have to get out now, since they yet again did not get the 3 fight and no one clears door button and he gets 3 kills and secures the round for Or. Optic on the other hand when taking short is more loose with it, with Ye alone taking the first gunfight since they know they have lured the 3 player out. So Ye is allowed to walk into the defender spawn with no hassle. And again we see that Optic is not waiting for a kill from Ye, but more so waiting for him to get a better position. Ye is allowed to walk into heaven, and as soon as Ye gets a kill on Omen, the execute from Optic hits and Optic wins the round. Here Ye alone got 3 control, something so far all of the Disguise players have not been able to do. And we have to look at how Optic allowed Ye to get that control so fast. It all started when Aspas showed the AWP in mid, telling Optic that 3 would not have an AWP, and Ye knew he could win any 1v1 duels versus Loud. KO gives up his position, and Ye uses this information to push into 3. It's that easy, but in Disguise's case they are not waiting for information like this, and rather going thinking they can win the fights. It's a full buy for both teams, and Disguise is looking into going for a full A execute, while Killjoy stays in mid to jump for any information and uses her bot to spot out any aggression in mid from Or. They use the Sova drone to clear main, and this is a waste, since the Sova drone that clears main will not have any good follow-up play, since it only gets main control and not site control properly. And then the execute happens, with Ye smoking and dashing into the smoke. This is a great play, since in the dash you get to spot out who's close, and while they focus the Jett, your other teammates can trade the Jett or even just kill the defender before he kills Jett, as well as KO popping his ult to take away all Retaker's abilities to hold. A great Sova ult stops the heaven push, and Disguise have full site control. Problem now is that there will be a lot of utilities and abilities used by Or for the 5v5 retake, since they were not able to use it yet with the KO ult. The retakes comes in with a Sky Flash combined with a Jett dash to allow Jett to scale up and take full heaven control, and Ye under heaven have to come up clutch. But here, Omen gets a better fight, and Ye loses it. But how? I hate angles like this, since the enemy can only shoot you at one place, your head, while you at the bottom will have a harder time shooting the head of the Omen, giving you an unfavorable fight. But where's the rest of this guys? Well, they're all playing for bomb, with 2 players in main and 1 player under heaven. So Ye is too aggressive, since he don't have teammates to back him up when he takes the fight. Optic, when going for fast A-Tech, is not using the Sova drone for main, but for sight instead, and then having Ye ready to swing out as soon as Sova clears the corners close. They get smoked out, and Ye and Optic have to wait. Here Sadak peeks too early, trying to make a play, and it does not work, and it's a 4v5. Here Optic uses the Killjoy ult and not the KO ult to take sight instead. This allows them to bait out utility, so the retake will not be plagued by ability spam like we saw Or was doing. Optic uses KO knife to get information backside, and then Ye, with an updraft, takes all the attention from A-side players while KO flashes to help Ye. Even look at how Ye is turned mid-air waiting for the flash to pop. Ye gets a free entry and the side is open. Ye takes info under heaven and walks back to site, something he should have done versus the Disguise and Or match. Yet again we are seeing more effective entering with abilities from Optic than Disguise, like Ye does a pretty similar peek with a dash and smoke, but Optic have knife, flashes and 3 players peeking, and not only Ye running out to get information. Disguise have a default setup in the pistol round, with Ye on short challenging mid, 2 players on A and 2 on B, or uses a Killjoy bot to get information on the mid peek by Ye, and a Viper wall to block out mid so they can take it themselves. Mid is important in these rounds and Disguise know this, so Ye is very eager to win back mid. Ye gets blinded by Omen and is forced back to door, while Or sets up Viper to lurk and then go for a B execute. Or takes it slow when they set up for a B take, making sure no one dies for no reason, and this allows Viper to set up the lurk. Ye takes the fight with Viper and neither gets a kill. but Ye over-aggresses here, thinking it's clear to peek after he sees Viper fall off, since he really wants to win back mid-control for the pistol round to get information and map control. But he runs into the frenzy by Skye and Ye's out of the round. And now the execute is on with Or going B, and then a very good push by all 4 Or players to get the side fights favoring them, with 2 players coming from stairs, and then Jett comes delayed as soon as the stair players take the fight, for a 1-2 punch combo, and DSG can't hold and Or takes a pistol. Optic in their pistol round for defender side had Ye playing market to help the B defenders. Optic here gets run over by Loud and loses the round. What we can take from the 15 seconds of play is this: Ye is not playing alone, and so far this game Ye have been playing solo to help the Skies get executes, while Optic is always having some support around Ye's executes. Ye is back to the setup we saw him with Optic, but here since the Skies is on a lower buy, they decide to push into B main to get as much information as possible, with Ye and Omen running in and KO peeking later for the trade if you have to. Selderis kills Omen, but Ye is fast enough with the trade, but can't get the gun since the Omen flash him. It's a 4v4. In the meantime, Or is taking short control and removing the gun so the Skies can't get it. But Ye with a perfect peek kills the Skye, and Ye have done so good in this round with what he had, a glimpse of Ye from Optic. Ye falls back since he's half HP, and Sova gets a great 1v1 fight versus Viper. It's a 4v2, all thanks to Ye's amazing sheriff shots. This was possible since he finally could bait Omen and not the other way around. Omen gets 2 great kills after the Skies gave away a lot of map control for no reason. Here they should be holding the map control with using Ye as a bait since he's low, but since they gave away map control for B site, the game is now a 2v2. The Skies managed to isolate Omen, and now it's a 2v1, and the Skies with great peaks wins the round. This is not a video to make fun of any of the Skies players, but more of a wake-up call for them to understand with some adjustments they could get Ye on the team that is the best player in the world. And to end it all, the Skies allowed so many other streamers like Ludwig and Moist to start their own Valorant teams and is saving the scene. They were an important stepping stone for the whole scene, and it's sad to see that the Skies did not make it. Thanks for watching.